उसको ट्रेनिंग क्या डेटा पे किया गया? हाउ डू यू नो द ऑथेंटिसिटी ऑफ दैट डेटा? यू टीचिंग अ किड कि मतलब किसी को मारना अच्छी बात है एंड बार बार आप किड को बताओगे तो उसके दिमाग में बात बैठ जाएगी ना कि हाँ किसी को पीटना अच्छा है. द इनपुट इज रॉन्ग, द आउटपुट will also be wrong. So data की traceability है ही नहीं because you don't know. They are trained on massive amounts of data. It's impossible for anyone to physically validate. You can't say कि मैंने तो X input किया था, here is what happened and here is the reason why the output is Y.
I think now the next part is that while it learns, you mentioned that, people are upgrading models, improving models, etc. What have been some of the flaws of, these GPT tools that are now available to the public, or these models? Or in general, if you want to take a higher view on AI in general, what do you still believe are some of the flaws that exist in its architecture?
देखो आप तो यूजर हो, आप बताओ आपको क्या फ्लॉज लगे हैं अभी तक यूज करने में?
मुझे तो
लेट मी थ्रो अ क्वेश्चन एट यू.
नहीं, मुझे तो लगे
क्या लगा?
एक तो ये टाइम पीरियड्स को मानता नहीं है.
मतलब क्या टाइम पीरियड को नहीं मानता?
इन द सेंस दैट इट हैज समटाइम्स गिवन मी आउटडेटेड इन्फॉर्मेशन.
Like how?
जैसे मैंने पूछा कि मुझे कुछ मास्टर्स प्रोग्राम्स बता दो जो जिनमें एक एलिमेंट ऑफ कल्चरल एक्सचेंज हो, जो एक एग्जीक्यूटिव के लिए हो विद सो मेनी इयर्स ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस एक्सेट्रा. उसने मुझे टैबुलेट करके तो दे दिया, बट सम ऑफ दोस प्रोग्राम्स नो लॉन्गर एग्जिस्ट टुडे. वो 2020 का या तो फीस उठा रहा है या प्रोग्राम नेम उठा रहा है. व्हेन आई वेंट बैक टू द सोर्स लिंक्स आई रियलाइज्ड दैट ये प्रोग्राम तो मतलब है ही नहीं. That's one. I think two, when we were researching on the podcast, right, I think something you pointed out was that when it comes to your philosophical pieces, especially like its take on yoga or its take on scriptures, a lot of that was just unfounded and not accurate. So that's been another piece. My third experience was I was looking at revenue figures for pharmaceutical companies. And first of all, the definition of FY financial year 2024 was different for all the companies. So it gave me completely different time periods in one table as comparison figures. And the second problem was those figures were not even correct. Now the problem is traceability. When you ask it, where did you get this figure from? Because I just went online and I found, and it was not chota difference. 11,000 crore and 19,000 crore में 8,000 crore का फर्क है.
उसके लिए छोटा है वो.
उसके लिए शायद है. So when I was like, why is there this difference? You are right. We will go with this. So I said, no, it's not about me being right. It's about like, where have you picked this up from and why is this difference here?
Yeah.
It wasn't able to answer that.
तो ये सब हैं flaws because वो उसको ट्रेनिंग क्या डेटा पे किया गया? How do you know the authenticity of that data? Right? It's like you teaching a kid कि मतलब किसी को मारना अच्छी बात है एंड बार बार आप किड को बताओगे तो उसके दिमाग में बात बैठ जाएगी ना कि हाँ किसी को पीटना अच्छा है. द इनपुट इज रॉन्ग, द आउटपुट will also be wrong. So data की traceability है ही नहीं because you don't know. They are trained on massive amounts of data. It's impossible for anyone to physically validate कि क्या piece of information जो उसमें गई है वो ठीक है, क्या गड़बड़ है. तो and plus these algorithms are black boxes. वो एक बार input तो चला गया. इनपुट से आउटपुट तक की जो जर्नी है वो कॉम्प्रिहेंसिबल नहीं है. यू कांट से कि मैंने तो एक्स इनपुट किया था, हियर इज व्हाट हैपेंड एंड हियर इज द रीजन व्हाई द आउटपुट इज वाई और वाई प्लस डेल्टा वाई और समथिंग लाइक दैट, राइट? सो तो ये दो तीन अभी भी issues हैं which researchers I'm sure are trying to solve for.
Okay, so you were talking about errors that at least you asked me actually.
You
flip the question.
You were talking about errors. Yeah.
I'm the one who's always talking.
Yeah.
So talking about errors, there are also biases, right? That creep into AI. So there's ethics that you spoke of. One was that the alignment to human values. The second piece of it was just transactional errors, and the third piece of it is now biases that we're increasingly hearing about. Could you tell us a little more about that?
But isn't bias same as error अगर देखा जाए तो from a I don't know moral standpoint, ethical standpoint वो error ही है, मतलब कि and everything points to what is the data that you're feeding. अब आपके data में ही bias है. AI तो inanimate है ना, it's just processing the input and throwing you the output. तो AI में तो कोई bias नहीं है. Bias is because data में अगर कुछ वैसा है, that's why in any AI system what you do with data is the most important part. Algorithm तो बन गया, मतलब you just supply it with data, it churns it out and spits the output. तो inherently वो कुछ ऐसा नहीं कर रहा है. We'll have to be very careful what type of data are we ingesting and after that how are we giving feedback back to the machine कि ये ठीक है, ये acceptable है, ये नहीं है, उसमें भी बहुत issues है. I mean, you and I may not supply same type of a thumbs up, thumbs down to same answer, right? Because your values etc are very different as compared to someone else's. तो फिर वो बेचारा algorithm तो confuse हो जाएगा कि 10 लोग कह रहे हैं कि हाँ ये आंसर ठीक है, 10 लोग मना कर दे रहे हैं. And I'm excluding stuff like giving answers to questions like how to hack someone's password or how to commit suicide, for example. I'm assuming universally सब बोलेंगे कि इनका आंसर नहीं देना चाहिए. But there are many areas wherein things are not as black and white. They are very grey. तो वो ये सब चीज़ें they play a part in either data obviously plays a part in introducing bias. अब वो bias रहता है नहीं रहता है, it is also dependent on humans कि वो feedback कैसे उनको supply होता है.
So essentially what we're saying is if we think about somebody verifying the output of what's coming out, you know, with all that fluency and elegance and, you know, what you call hallucination, somebody being able to tackle those, but also somebody focusing on the input of the kind of data
Input
that's
is
going
more
in.
important because input से ही output बनेगा.
So there are a lot of roles or activities or tasks that were needed to be performed by humans
Oh yes.
to complete the circuit or the loop.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now input लिया आपने, वो आप ऐसे ही as it is machine में नहीं throw कर सकते हो. You have to make it machine ready. तो data preparation is one of the most humongous tasks, right, for machine learning. उसके बाद there is something called as human annotation. Now think about you teaching machine what is a cat, what is a dog. उसको तो नहीं पता होगा. Along with images, you will have to supply tagging also कि this image cat, this image dog. वो तो human करके बैठ के करके देगा उसको कि ये cat है, ये dog है. Now, if this does not happen, your machine, how will it learn? Think about y and x. Y is an output, x is an input. आप x तो दोगे खूब सारा डेटा, खूब सारी इमेज, अगर उसको y पता ही नहीं है तो वो x का कोरिलेशन किसके साथ निकालेगा, मतलब ये क्या है, राइट? सो data preparation, data cleaning, there is a lot of junk also. If I download everything from internet, many things I may interpret as not useful. तो वो junk का clean up, उसके बाद setting data up so that it is machine ready. Actual algorithm running तो 20% है, 80% तो peripheral time है. तो yes.
So actually that eye for detail and that level of being able to critically think
yes,
and identify issues
Absolutely.
will actually go up, right?
Absolutely.
And there is transactional work still that humans are doing. Like data cleaning is fairly transactional, but again they may use like a gazillion tools to clear it or clean it. But they'll still have to review to know that कुछ critical तो नहीं रह गया या छूट गया in the process.
See, one thing which we must understand, for a machine, cost of error is equal for all type of errors. As an example, if I take earlier versions of GPTs or whatever, उनको ये नहीं पता था कि recommending a wrong book to someone basis their reading history, इसका impact is not so high. क्या हो जाएगा, मतलब you'll just junk the book and say कि नहीं, versus recommending wrong medicine to a patient, right? इसका error, इसका cost of error is very different, right? So for a machine, right, this continuously needs to be taught to them कि ये domain very critical, इसमें error नहीं करना है, play safe, versus this domain maybe you can have a little bit more creative liberty, right? Because inherently humans को समझ में आ जाता है कि I can't play around with my health, for example, I can't play around with my finances, but I can play around with many things. I can play around with the fact that I can go watch a बकवास मूवी, बिकॉज क्या हो जाएगा, 2.5 hours का टाइम वेस्ट हो जाएगा, एंड दैट टू आई हैव एन ऑप्शन टू वॉक आउट, राइट? इट्स अ रिवर्सिबल थिंग. ये सब चीजें मशीन्स को समझाना इज वेरी वेरी डिफिकल्ट. तो कंटिन्यूस उसमें जो है, इट नीड्स कंटिन्यूस फोकस.
So there's a lot of machine training which will have to happen, but that will be like a highly technical role. Your data cleaning could be like an adjacent or peripheral role, so to say.
Data annotation may be a little less complicated as compared to modeling, creating those predictive models, but equally important because उसमें error तो फिर आपके algorithm में भी चला जाएगा ना वही error. Yeah.
And then at some point in time, I mean, right now, of course, everybody is using these off-the-shelf products, but as these products get more specialized, etc. Somebody will have to monitor, to your point, the feedback, the performance, the enhancement. So all of that will also lie in a technical domain, or would it also be like, requiring subject matter expertise, for example?
देखो, eventually तो आप ये सब tools बना किस लिए रहे हो? for some business or for some end user enhancement. तो eventually business people have to call the shots ना, उसके लिए useful है कि नहीं. It's not a, no technology is technology. I mean it has to solve a purpose, and in this parlance it has to support a business, enhance the productivity, efficiency, या कुछ तो कोई business metric को impact होना चाहिए. तो अगर वो नहीं हो रहा हो तो business का ही representative आपको बताएगा whether it's useful, not useful, what needs to change, so on and so forth. Technical person may recommend, but then eventually they'll have to get feedback from business people and then kind of refine the model or whatever tech accordingly.
So are you seeing, I mean, just the kind of human machine collaborations in terms of structures or roles emerging that weren't there before? Because I'm sure that data cleaning etc was there even when data analytics was happening, right? So are there like typically new areas that are completely untouched where roles will emerge?
Yeah, I mean देखो अभी a lot of companies are talking about responsible AI, so they are forming those responsible AI committees. अब ये सब नहीं था पहले. उसके बाद I heard some organization creating roles like AI ethicist, कि भैया ethics देखेंगे कि मतलब क्या करना चाहिए क्या नहीं करना चाहिए. For the last 18 to 24 months, prompt engineering was a big thing. मतलब new roles and new things emerging, so on and so forth, which is now getting collapsed into what we call context engineering, because AI has also evolved. तो अब अच्छे prompt तो AI ही लिख देगा. What is human's role is now to supply the right context कि problem क्या है, और इस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने के लिए तू क्या क्या चीजें यूज कर सकता है, गार्ड रेल्स क्या है, तू क्या नहीं कर सकता, आउटपुट कैसे देना. ना ऑल ऑफ दिस इज अ कॉन्टेक्स्ट, राइट, व्हिच ह्यूमंस हैव टू supply to machines. So context engineering is now becoming a big thing, and I'm sure there are other things, people who will specialize eventually in understanding मेरे models या मेरा जो LLMs या जो मेरे agents हैं, how are they performing, उनकी efficiency, उनकी traceability, have they followed all the guardrails or not, right? Almost like a control tower for agents, right? All of these are new things. As agents proliferate, there is a need for them to continually monitor, observe their performance, better them over a period of time. ये तो सब नए jobs हैं.
So interestingly, I don't know if it's the correct analogy or if there is a better analogy, but it's just like introducing a ChatGPT or GPTs to the world is just akin to introducing, say, a Google search engine to the world, saying that this is like a completely new product. You don't have to go to books and libraries. You can find what you need here. And this is like, you don't even need to go and find it online. You will get what you need here conversationally, and you can focus more on, so technically it's just that.
Yeah.
But as a result of it, just like at the time of Google search, we had roles of researchers, which also existed previously. But a lot of your secondary research, your data, etc., a lot of roles around that actually got built as a result of this. And then, of course, people started making websites of their own, and then there were apps that were coming up. So there was a lot that kind of extended and expanded. So, I mean, similarly, now you'll have your own AI apps and products coming to the market.
Absolutely.
And there will be a proliferation of AI products.
I think there already is, but the thing with technology is it compounds over a period of time. So, अभी अगर X है तो अगले 5 साल में it may be 1000x. So yeah, that level of proliferation.
That's interesting. So, I mean, we spoke about now. I mean, I just had a question. We spoke about AI learning and how it learns. So are there requisite human feedback loops in place nowadays? Because so many times when I'm struggling with the model, I'm like, okay, who do I give this feedback to? They do give us a thumbs up, thumbs down option.
वही है.
Thank you for listening. And if you found some of these nuggets worth treasuring, make sure that you bookmark it, save it, put a link somewhere on some group where you'll probably end up accessing it again. Follow, like, subscribe, of course. That will help us generate more content for you. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
If you have any questions for us, or if you'd like us to explore more topics around modern life, feel free to comment. Thank you.